And how would you say, your 5 to 6 weeks before the HSC looked?
Essentially, post trials before the HSC was kind of a terrible time because that was when they were pushing back. That's when they pushed back the HSC by like a month. So I was like kind of in a space where I didn't want to be pushing too hard too soon. It was kind of like a sporting event in a sense. I don't know, like I used to do rowing. The way that I always think about it is that we used to, like, throughout winter, you do like long kilometers and basically like build up like a base aerobic sort of fitness, which is like all your study that you do in the first half of the year basically. And then the closer you get to competition, the more sort of short, sharp paces that you do. And sort of like really gearing towards that race. I did the bulk of my study and like my research and stuff early in the year. And then when that 6 weeks kind of came around, I was just doing past papers and like exam prep. Like I read the books a couple of times, which was kind of arduous, but it did help.
Tell people about that a little bit more, like actually reading the text, because most people don't read the full text. But a couple of people who did really well, like yourself, have said actually it does help.
The biggest thing about reading the books for me was that you just understand them all. Like I can pretty much cite the Crucible by heart, which is kind of concerning. But I mean, it was good in the exam. And also the other thing is that it means you can get quotes that not everyone has.
That's good advice. So yeah, that was one component of it. Actually getting into the text. What were other important features of your English study, for instance?
Okay, so when I say 4 or 5 hours, it did vary. That's also like pure work that I was doing. So obviously, like when people say 11 hours and stuff like that, I think that there's no way that they're doing 11 hours of actual pure study.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was studying, I wouldn't have my phone next to me. Or if I did, I kind of have the self-control just to not look at it. So it wasn't like study punctuated with doing other stuff. It was study to study. And that study would be pretty much in those 6 weeks, almost purely past papers.